What's going on, guys? Bow here back with some genetic gladiators. So let's get into this. We're going to be getting into stage 4 fights 1, 2, and 3. First fight is going to be levels 192, 108, and 192. 108 because he is not a gold star. They are all pretty fast except for the middle one. So we're going to probably want to outspeed them. Of course, I do have more speed on these characters because I do have the extra special orb for speed, which is an extra 5% speed. So my X27 has 13.6 or 16, 13 point something. So he's pretty fast. The other ones are at 11.7. So we're gonna outspeed them and hope for a pretty good tag there. We do actually get one and one-shots that dude, so we didn't even have to waste an attack on him. Most of these guys we're gonna have to outspeed and rely on our tags heavily. That's usually how most of the people with lower evils get through this, and you're just gonna have to use multiple versions of your tag until you actually beat them. But yeah, if you're not too sure if you're gonna be able to do it, try like a trial run and see how your team actually stacks up against them. But this far in, most likely you're just gonna get one-shotted. Like if this guy attacks, he's gonna at least do like half damage since he's going to attack all three, but if he decides to attack one, he's going to one-shot any of us. Even though they're not really that strong, most of the mutants are going to one-shot you. Look at that, 13,000 damage. So at this point in the Mega Division, you're going to need like a 50-55 Evo if you're going to withstand at least one attack. So that's why I'm going to be using speed mutants. I could try with like Thor and Behemoth and stuff like that, but you just never know what mutant is gonna have the brutal and one-shot you, and if you don't have enough speed, they go first, one-shot you. That's basically gonna be about it. So you're gonna want to rely on your tags heavily in all the stages and basically the Mega Division, depending on what Evo you're running. But let's get into the second one. We're going to be facing level 92, 108, and 108. I don't know why that one's 92. I guess because he's considered a gold mutant, even though he's not a gold starred mutant. The other twos are going to be just like regular mutants, so that's why they're a higher level. But those two do attack all the mutants, so you're going to have to be careful with that, because if both of them get off their attacks, that's basically game over, especially since I'm running faster mutants. But again, we're going to have to rely on our tag heavily and hope we actually get something pretty good. I usually recommend a tag that attacks that attacks 3 enemies. There are 2 tags that do that, and mostly everybody runs either one or the other. Some people do run other ones. That's just because you do need some of those for like boss fights. Most of the boss fights you're going to want to use like mutants that just attack a single target, so you do ton of damage. Like on stage 3 fights the boss, that's what you're gonna have to do. You're gonna have to use a tag that attacks just a single target, so you do a ton of damage before he actually kills you. But on fights like these, you're gonna want to use the tag that attacks multiple enemies to make it a lot easier on yourself, so you don't actually die. And especially since I'm using speedsters, it's gonna be what saves me. And the way I'm playing it right now is I'm trying not to get hit no matter what I do. Even if I have to use multiple tags, I'm gonna use them to actually get through this, because yeah, it's getting harder and harder to get through the Mega Division. And it's only gonna continue to get harder, especially towards the end of stage 9. The boss on that's pretty hard, but let's move on. We're gonna be going into fight 3. We got another 2 gold stars plus 1 non-gold star. Of course, he's gonna be level 98, so basically a 92 gold star. And these guys do have some pretty fast speed, except for the one on the end. Exo Cookie is gonna be 3, 5, and 7. So you're gonna want to worry about the 7 and then the one in the middle, because they attack all 3 mutants. Even though they're not doing a ton of damage, they're still gonna just destroy you if both of them get off their attack, if you're playing speedsters like I am. If not, then you could probably take one hit from each of them and still survive. We actually get a really good tag there and just destroys the enemy team. So yeah, that really helped us out. But yeah, that's what you're basically gonna do for the rest of the stages. If your evil's not that high, you're gonna rely on your tag heavily and try not to get hit. That's all you're gonna do. and spend a lot of gold doing it. Well, not that much, because you did get 1,000, and then you're gonna get another 3k at the end. So don't worry about gold too much. As long as you get past these stages, get the rewards for them, you should get back all the gold you spent, because you're not going to spend 3,000 going through all of them unless your evo is really low and you're using like 4 or 5 tags at a time in one match. Most I use is 2, maybe 3, sometimes more, just really depends. But that's going to be about it for this one, and we'll talk to you guys in the next one.